finally here. Let's talk about the top 10 matches of 2024. At least my personal favorite matches in wrestling 2020. Had a lot of great action in 2024. So much, I have honorable mentions from 2024. So I'm going to put those before I put my top 10. So, yeah. So thanks also before I came to thanks to you guys for watching me the very little because I have not been much consistent this year really. I haven't been too much consistent. I dealt with personal issues in my own life and I really wasn't really feeling passionate about even making YouTube videos throughout much of the past year. So yeah, so that's the one. So I'm hopeful I'm gonna be a little more consistent this year, 2025. So yeah, but for the videos that I have made, thanks to all the people who've been watching the videos, even who not been, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, which you should, but if you're not, thanks for even bother to watch my videos throughout 2024. Let's hope and make 2025 even better. But yeah, let's get into it. Now this is the honorable mentions, and this is there's some matches that it's like didn't really watch, but like I didn't really like watch, but like much of it, but I watched enough that I would want to put honorable mentions. And there's some matches I put there in matches that I watched like fully. One of the matches that I didn't watch it but watched it fully was Bryan Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr. as some what like I put it's Bryan Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr. at February of the last year. Let me like check here. Oh, a new beginning. I can't forget, but I kind of know if that makes sense. But yeah, just right there, Silver Science David Drew, that was great. Like, just you just felt the intensity for it just by the noticing it, like the spinning they did back and forth, the slapping back and forth. It's really it's like that you don't want to watch it but you still want to gravitate towards too. That's how it felt like watching this match. Like that was insane, and they still had great chemistry. And I think that was kind of obvious from their match at Wrestle Dream like the year prior, I think. Yeah, like early months. Because I know they did have a match at Wrestle Dream 2023, and then they had a rematch here. And this was basically Danielson giving back to Zack Sabre Jr. because he beat him in his home state at Wrestle Dream, and then months later he paid him back by pulling him over. And basically call him the best technical wrestler alive today. Like, that could have been more pulled over if he even tried. Like, yeah. So, there's that. And the match was, I dare say, even better than the Wrestle Dream. I guess it was very physical and yeah, it's been a newsworthy year for Zack Sabre Jr. A very big year for him. He won the IWGP World Title at the end in October, and everybody for all over, even West for different wrestling promotions were congratulating him. That's how much a big deal Zack Sabre Jr. is now. So yeah, that's for one honorable mention. Another one is Gunther versus Sami Zayn at Night 1 of WrestleMania 40. That, you know, I said as much back then. I was saying now. I cannot believe this man only went 15 minutes. Like, the main event of Night 1 was 40 fucking minutes. And a long chunk of it, they didn't even need to be that fucking long. So, you could have just all those minutes into Gunther vs. Sami Zayn. But besides that, the match was still excellent. But it was still great. And the whole story of Gunther trying to mock Sami, taunting Sami. But Sami just keep getting beaten, and he kept coming back up. That's why they built a great story in the build-up with Sami having this self-confidence issues. If he even not knowing if he even could beat Gunther. So yeah, and the whole thing is the brain buster on Gunther. That was great, and him hitting the hula kick. That just blew over the top for me, and yeah, just a great match. Just a great match. So come another in my honorable mention is a match that I kind of like watching him, but recently, but again, I still like did not watch it fully, but I watched mostly highlights enough that I put in my honorable mention, and that is Io Sky making her first match in Joshi Wrestling, in her first match back there in many years against Tsunami Hayashishita. I just read how it was. But Utami Hayashishita. That's how it's pronounced. And there we go. And yeah, this match was just great. From what I see in the highlight, it was great. I really get clemency. Utami, like, I haven't seen much of, but what I saw it from her in this match, like, she proved that she's going to be in this game for a very long time. And Io Sky match added to her great collection of matches for 2024. She's been, in my opinion, the MVP of this women's division. Like, the constant great matches she's had, really outstanding. You know what? I put another honorable, and you are like, there's one match on the actual list that may shock some of you that I put in there, so stay tuned for what I'm going to put in my 10 top 10. And there's another great match coming that I put in my top 10 list. So yeah, but this match was just great, and yeah, can't say nice things about it. And finally, on my honorable mention list, it's Will Ospreay versus Pac at All Out 2024 for the International Championship. This almost made it to top 10, but there were other Ospreay matches spoiled there on the list that I'm going to put that I like much more, but yeah, this was great. This was an Ospreay match at its very best. Like an Ospreay match at its finest when you look at it. Like the amount of views they took and he still get that good and doing so amazing thing. And I say as much as the All Out review, Ospreay and Pac just really gel well in the ring. They really gel. They had great cooperation between each other, and this was kick-ass, excellent match. Yeah. But it's finally time to make my top 10 for my favorite wrestling matches of 2024. Coming in at number 10 is a match from Backlash for Leon France, the best end crowd of that entire year, with the main event of Cody Rhodes, the first defense of his undisputed WWE Championship against AJ Styles. I put it on this list on my phone, so yeah, just trying to remember. But AJ Styles, Cody Rhodes, Backlash. All I can say, like looking back, it just felt special. Like that's what I kind of think with some of these matches. They just feel special to me. And this and obviously being in friends and how fucking wrapped up they were for this match. So much they chanted la 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 at AJ for like a good straight minute that the camera literally bounced as they had a wide shot at AJ looking at the fence. Like it was insane. And this felt like a fresh main event for all the usual overbooked main event matches we had seen prior with the Bloodline Roman Reigns. This just felt fresh. It felt much more enjoyable to me to see a match that is pure about the championships, but there's no tactics, no scam, no tactics, no anything. It was about proving who was the better man, both between AJ or Cody, and these two had a fucking great match. And AJ really on this night had a mission to prove that he wanted to show the world what he was still capable of, and he proved it and did much more. And yeah, and this is one of the better parts about this Cody Rhodes title reign is from this match, and really the AJ feud. Honestly, I also enjoyed the Clash of the Castle match I quit back in Scotland, but I enjoy this more because it had the pacing was there and the crowd was so electrifying. I really can't say much nice things about more than that. It was a great back and forth match, and Cody kicking out the Bernie Hammer at one. I felt like it would have been the one nitpick I have to say about that is I feel like that could have been towards to like end of the match and like middle of the match. That might one complaint, but that spot was still okay. And they did their thing in the match, and Cody retained. So that's for my number 10. Coming in number 9, that I put it. It's a match from Raw this year. And it's Io Sky versus Bianca Belair on September 16th. That's when the match happened. And wow, like I was actually mad at myself. I didn't put this in my top 10 the other year. So I decided to put it up here for 2024 because these two ladies have fucking killer chemistry. They just get at each other. And they proved in this match why they kind of been raised in the tag division. Like, Bianca's done mostly tagging this year, but in this match she proved why she is one of the BEST of WWE. Like she was so strong and athletic in this. So the CEO's guy, she's very athletic, very high and very electrifying, no pun intended, in this match. And these two got a crowd almost that would mostly be dead, and they were on their feet for it. They fucking gel well, and it had a surprising clean finish of Bianca losing to Io Sky clean. That was unexpected, but that was like to set up the tag match they had once on Raw the month later. Think, yeah, and that match was fucking great. Like wow, I couldn't say much nice things about it. Io Sky Bianca, that was a great match. Coming in number 8. It's a very, very recent match from the December 18th Dynamite edition, and during the CW Continental Classic tournament of Darby Allin versus Will Ospreay. You just knew this was going to be something over the crowd chanting holy shit at the beginning of the match, and they did not even lock up with each other, and they were giving this holy shit and standing ovation. Like, you just know that it was going to be on a whole level. And my fucking god, like, the amount of shit that Darby put himself his body through. Wow. After that coffin done to the fucking apron when he landed on himself and Will Ospreay missed, like, I didn't know how the fuck could he keep up with it. But he miraculously did, and they had a fucking badass match. Like, really high pace, like, they were counter after counter moves that ended with doing a sick cat sit out power bomb to set up power to Osprey Darby hit that like a fly set up power bomb onto Will Ospreay, and that one again, I thought that was it. And the counters and how quick they did. Like this felt like the quickest. Like this match only felt like 15 minutes, and you can tell because they packed around a lot of stuff, and it was still fucking excellent. Like this was amazing, and like this was like the TV match of the year when it comes to wrestling. Like this was it, like. And the CW finals, like the Continental Classic tournament, was really fun too in this year. I'm going to get more when I review World's End, but this was the simple how the CW tournament went, and it really it's really the match that really encapsulates what AEW was about, and we kind of got, in my opinion, we kind of got away from that. There's not many matches that we see on Dynamite that are like, like this, and this, and Darby Allin and Will Ospreay managed to deliver on that act. So yeah, that was excellent match, and same match at that. Like that was, like I said, it was insane, but I love it. Coming in at number 7, they were on number 7. Yeah. Number 7 is Willow Nightingale versus Chris Statlander in Chicago Street Fight. Yeah, I put this. I thought about which I put, Mercedes Moné, Chris Statlander, or Willow Nightingale, Chris Statlander. I decided to put this match over, and I think it's because I slightly enjoy the Statlander Will Nightingale feel I enjoy the feel more than Statlander Moné. Like, at least with a story, Will Nightingale, Chris Statlander, at least there were consistency in this film. Yeah, you felt there was some personal animosity between Chris Statlander, Will Nightingale, then Mercedes Moné, Chris Statlander. Like the full game match was great, and I'm gonna get to the World's End match. So, but to focus on the match, it just felt like this really felt like the culmination of that story. And these two ladies really feel like they have something to prove. That they are ready to be arrived here, and ready to achieve more. And that's what these two ladies did. Like these two ladies went all out, literally, throughout the first few minutes of the match, going to the stages and then doing weapons. Like, I even said, like, this is the match that can separate W away from WWE when it comes, especially when it comes to the women's division, because a match like this you will barely see something like this in WWE when it comes to their women's division. But in AEW, you can push the envelope a little bit if you need to. You can do certain stuff like this when it comes to your ladies. And Will Nightingale and Chris Statlander proved that match. Like, they did something I wouldn't even believe they would even do. Like, thumbtacks, barbed wire, like, these two, the Shanes, like, these two went to a war here. And it was an excellent, great match. That's my boomest match of the year. Honest. Like, these two just went on a killer. We'll put on a killer match. Just kind of say what the direction of this, because they seems to be magically buddy up now. After these two, they beat the shit out of one another during this match. So yeah, so that's why I put it out, because this was a great match. Chris Statlander and Will Nightingale All Out 2024. That was awesome. Awesome. Coming in at number 6, the tag team match, the retirement match of the Icon Sting, teaming with Darby Allin to defend the AEW World Tag Team Championships against the Young Bucks. And I knew even if there was a better match at Revolution spoiler that I'm going to pull in, no matter what anybody said, like, no matter what anybody said, like, Sting and Darby Allin versus the Young Bucks had to be the main event of this show. They had to. Like, we had no other choice, because no matter what, this is what the people came into Revolution for. Like, this was what the show was built around. Like, this is what the show was built around. And nothing, at least for this, there was nothing that you could kind of follow it. With how much the promotion went to this, with how much it really was the end of a legend, you had to make this match last. You just had to. And yeah, this felt really this match felt like a roller coaster to watch. Like, for the entrance, that kick-out entrance from Sting, to the Darby match, to Darby and Madman. I still cannot fucking believe he went to that glass spot as he was taking out the blood. My God, it's like you want to look away, but you can't. Like, that was insane. And yeah, and just watching Sting doing what he does, and like Sting, and like doing something that not many legends age could do. That's perform a retirement match. Like, this was the best retirement match you were ever gonna see, and we probably will ever see. And Tony Khan, for his flaws, many flaws is here. One thing you can't deny about him, his booking of Sting is one of the, if not the best thing he's ever done with AEW. Is how he treated Sting, and how he kept he still kept feeling like a big deal. And yeah, and how he still felt like a legend during this. That's what, that is one thing you can't take away from Tom, or stats. So yeah, let's go throw up something. But yeah, that was, and also the Young Bucks did their thing, and this felt like, and this was at a time when I was actively enjoying the Young Bucks character before they went completely off the rails with the Game of the Sword EVP shit. That's another time, but they were great in this. They really felt like the perfect heels for uh, for Sting and Darby Allin to go up against, especially for this match. It was perfect. So yeah. So that was 6. I think I put Cody at AJ 10. I put Io Bianca, Osprey and Darby, Will Nigan, Chris Statlander, and Sting Darby. So getting down through the wire here. Come in at number 5, WrestleMania 48 Night 2 is Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns for the undisputed WWE Championship. We all knew, and I said it in the preview before the match happened. I said it like, this was going to make or break this Mania. With how much it was hinged on this for the match to deliver and for the story to be paid off the right way. This was going to hinge on that in every way, step of the way. And yeah, like, and in that aspect, they deliver on all of that and then some for this match. Like, you just felt like with a stand, you know it was gonna be at the end. You know, I was quite worried. I also said in the previous prediction video before this match happened, like, I knew, like, with how great their match at WrestleMania 39 was, I was worried how it was going to be able to live up to that. But those two, thankfully, managed to live up to it, if not surpass it, those expectations with how they deliver the match. Like, even when you knew the interference was coming, this was a fucking amazing match. Like, this was it was a fantastic match before it. Like, they just had amazing chemistry with one another. Like, they really, you can see they gel well. They still gel well in the ring. And even with the tag match before, you still saw it, and you saw even more here. Like, this has some really, and I think with this you have some great moments. This is, I did feel like you got the best of Roman, best of worlds with Roman here, because like he was, even with the things that he did here in way right, he was still like the trash talking, cocky heel himself that he was. With him trash talking, going, "This is my company, you little bitch," and mocking the Crossroads with saying, "That move sucks." That was great, and it really felt a journey watch it, because more than anything, it was about the moment, and you've been clean on, we've been clean to this moment happening finally after a year, and they had you on any step of the way with Jimmy coming out and trying to stop Cody winning, from Jake coming in to save Cody. They had a bro that was infinitely better than their crappy match the night prior, WrestleMania with Jay and Jimmy. They had a fucking spear through the fucking stage. Yeah, and you had Cody look like he was getting some of it, and then starts to go out, spike him again from a callback for last year, but Cody still kick it. And you got John Cena in there. As much as I love him, he was kind of needed, if I'm being honest. And then you got, he destroys the solo with the AA to the thing. And then you got The Rock. And you got to watch John Cena square off again after all this shit. You got to watch Bob. Then you have Seth Rollins with the Shield gear. Roman takes him out. Then you got The Undertaker coming in and power and show slamming The Rock, excuse me, take him out until it was Roman, Cody, and Seth with a steel chair, and Roman having that decision, and that is what ultimately caused his style. It wasn't the 3 crossroad, it wasn't the 3 count, it wasn't like AO, it wasn't any of the, it was the decision to hit the steel chair of Seth Rollins. Even after all these years, his hatred consumed him again, and it cost them everything. And he got great, he got cocky after hitting the chair for what Seth did to him all these years, and he paid it dearly with a 3 crossroads. Cody was finishing his story. This is what WrestleMania may have been on May of. And this was one of the perfect examples of this match at the moment. Samantha Hervey cried as she has announced it. Really, Corey and Michael all fucking beaming during this moment. You see it with Michael hug Cody, how it really meant for him to call that moment for Cody. And as I said, and as Michael said, I love professional wrestling. And during the moment where Cody hugged his mom, and he was right on the money. And this stuff is why you watch wrestling for. So yeah. So that is that for number 5. Number 4 is from Dynasty, Will Ospreay versus Bryan Danielson. This obviously had high expectations, and when you got a Bryan Danielson versus a Will Ospreay in a match, you had to know we were going to get to see a clinic between these two. And those two deliver in every aspect, as I said many times during this video. But yeah, this was an amazing match between two great professional wrestlers. It really doesn't get much simpler than that. And yeah, like, these two put on a great match. They took their time, and by the end they got a crowd and had one of the best sequences you will ever see, with Ospreay trying to hit the Osprey cut and Brian Danielson hit the running in midair. That was great. The final minutes of the match were really electric. Like, how you saw Osprey and one going dancing and go, they were looking and showing like standing up as the crowd roses to up their feet, and Osprey hitting the hidden brain of Brian Danielson, and they hit the Tiger Drive to end the match. And that kind of set Brian Danielson's story for All In was from this match, from the end of it specifically, with how he took the Tiger Drive and basically doubting himself if he can still compete. That pretty much set up his journey to the main event for this match. So yeah, for those that got a crap on it, I said it wasn't about Sony. If you will remember what happened on it and Brian Danson's story heading in, it all kind of came from this match. So there's that. So this was a great match that really again kind of said what AEW kind of got away from it, but was shoot. Number 3, and this is probably my favorite Osprey match this year, is him versus Konosuke Takeshita for Revolution 2024. I put this at 3, and the reason why this is my favorite Osprey match this year is because this really kind of set the tone. Like, this was the perfect first match for a real Osprey to set him on a tone of what his run in AEW is going to be like. And him against the Takeshita made it a magic here. And those two, and they really had the crowd on their feet. Like, the things they were doing to one another during the match, like, it was out of the world. And it showed why Osprey is the best in the world right now. And it showed why AEW, and it showed how badly AEW, and made you all baffling why AEW hasn't done much with Takeshita until like the end of this year. Like, he was killing it, and this dude had a sick ass match. Really, again, the perfect first match for a guy like a Will Ospreay in AEW. Because and that don't want his one will look. So yeah, excellent, amazing match. Number 2, got it off with probably match of the year for WWE was Hell in a Cell, CM Punk vs. Drew McIntyre 3 at Bad Blood. I think what makes this match special is it's really a match unlike we haven't seen anything from WWE the past several years. Like, when you look at it, like, this felt completely different with how the commentator sold it from, like, just like, they also been the combination, the how they sell off the hatred for one another, and the blood here, like, and just the brutality on it just made it put on a whole nother level of insanity. Like, Drew needed 6, they was like 50, 60 stitches to get off of it from that, for that boss that CM Punk hit on his fucking head. Like, that was when, and there's no other wrestling moment that in 2024 that I fucking wins. Other than maybe y'all dropping or coughing the other fucking apron. Is seeing the visual Drew McIntyre as Spirit here taking a failed Claymore onto the fucking steel set and landing his back as hard as it sound. My God, that was Oh my god, that was I like I said, I fucking wins, and I just love the like kind of the callbacks, and I think what really made the match was like the moment where Drew, his blood was dripping down, and Punk looked at him, pray to me, pray to God, and he almost had the sinister face because he was telling to pray to him, as he said beforehand in a promo, hyping out this way what it will happen, and it happened. He prayed for it, and it happened. No pun intended. And then Drew hit a elbow before doing that Claymore kick, just dropping on the mat with still steps on it. Just an amazing Hell in a Cell, and they restore Hell in a Cell. Like now, Hell in a Cell is now going to set the standard now, and these two set it. They set the standard for what Hell in a Cell match should be from now on. They restored the feeling in Hell in a Cell matches. Like, this was, can't say enough great things about this. Was great, and like, this has been a career, and you almost have to wonder, like, if CM Punk never got into the Rumble, all of this, including this match, would probably not even be on the top 10 list for my favorite match. But that one injury caused one feud to cost from it, and it's Drew versus CM Punk. And Drew, and by result, ended up doing the best work, having the best year of it, had the best year of his career, bar none. Like, he found range as a character. He has been really MVP of WWE for 2024 also, and yeah, this, like, Drew McIntyre, like, now, like, kind of feels like he's more like here, like, he was starting to gain momentum before the CM Punk feud with the character switch, but he needs something to take it up to that extra next level. The CM Punk feud happened, and it helped that so much more. And we got this tremendous Hell in a Cell match as a result. So, number one, my favorite match from 2024 in all wrestling is from All In London, Wembley Stadium. Title versus career, that Bryan Danielson challenging Swerve Strickland for the AEW World Title. And just like the feel, like, I really didn't know who was gonna win forward. Even though Kaya had a feeling Danielson was there, I didn't know he was kind of winning fully. And I think that was made the match special for me, because it's like, it really could have gone either way, and I would have been terrifying. It's like, just the extra desire of wanting to see Danielson in this final year full time as a wrestler, wanting that big moment one more time. And Swerve Strickland coming to his fucking own this year, and how much he has grown so much that it really feels like he's like one of the top stars in this entire company. Like the way he felt so much like the final boss in this match was really a sight to see. And he pulled it off so fucking cool here in this match. When Danielson tried to hit the running in the first and Swerve shrugged it off Like, he didn't even face him one bit. And him going to town dance. And this is what made Swerve special in the first, and why he became ended up became Wushin, is that killerness. And him proving why him calling himself the most dangerous man of all wrestling instead of a facade. He literally shows it in the ring, and as it unlike the crowd got more behind Danielson more than Swerve. Even if Swerve is one of the top faces in the company right now, Danielson, when he's 5 years wrestling, he really wanted to see that moment so badly, and they built it up so well. You even got the, I love how they pull off the haymaker thing, going psycho, having hatred only consuming Swerve because he still wants to get at Swerve, which was going to set up the all-out main event. And then there's hitting the running knee on Swerve, and try again, and Swerve ended up kicking out of it, and Bryan Danielson having to go to that one extra layer that he done a decade later at WrestleMania 30. When he tapped out at the middle level lock, he pulled it off a Swerve, and went extra on it, put the right shoulder on Swerve, and hit it, and put on the submission hold on him, and that got Swerve to tap out, and Bryan Danielson won the world title, and the crowd went ballistic. I was so happy for Danielson to finally get him that big moment for AEW World Title. I've really been wanting him to get in that moment. Ever since coming to AEW, I want to have that one last nice World Title reign. And I'm glad he got that here. Even the title reign after has been kind of felt strange. Even if it was both strange afterward, I was glad he got that moment with his wife and his children up there. That was so special. And this moment was just as good. Maybe not as iconic as a Mania 30 match and moment, but this was great, and the match was just incredible. The story, the crowd in London, how they were so amped up for the entrances to the match. That just alone made it my favorite match. And I say as much when I review all in that this will end up being my match of the year. And this is my favorite match of the year for 2024 in all West. So there's that. And that is that for my top 10 wrestling matches of 2024. So, yeah. It's been an insane year of wrestling, and who knows, and 2025 might be even much more insane than that. We might coming out, or what's rumored to be coming up next, so, yeah. So, again, thank you guys that have followed for what I provided for you guys in 2024. Let's hope to continue to make that around 2025 even much stronger. Like I said, I hope to be much consistent more on here 2025 than I was this year. So, like this video if you haven't, subscribe. Tell me what, if you have your top 10 favorite matches of 2024 in the comment section below. As always, I'm Jason Marinas, and I approve this message.